You know, if you have issues, actually, as a tribe currently, we are having the the crisis in cultural identity. People that don't want to identify themselves. You get because you go, they start calling. Oh, look at this. These are Kony. You go to central Uganda. These are Kony. They call you like that, and that has been a cultural identity. You get the point. If you have a cultural identity and the memory lost, you get. You know when you have trauma, you have been in the war, you have memory issues. Even standing in front of people to express yourself with clarity, with confidence, is not easy.
Hustler Deo, Hustler Deo,
Hustler Deal.
Hustler Deo. Welcome to the On Purpose Hustler Deo podcast, where motivation, healing, and success all last. Real talk, good vibes, purpose on display.
What's good, my beautiful people? You are most welcome to Hustler Deal podcast with me, Dale. Today I have my brother, Onen Chan. Honorable.
Thank you. There.
You're most welcome. I
Thank
last
you.
saw you during the campaign.
Campaign time.
Yes, protecting the gain. Yeah, it was
Indeed, we protected the game.
and we have succeeded. Yeah, some months ago I saw you struggling with the book,
Mm,
so it also inspired me to come and at least meet you,
mm,
so that we can really talk about it,
yeah,
about your book.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Thank you so much, Dale, for hosting me
yeah.
in Asla Dale podcast.
Mm,
This is one of the most followed podcast, and I invite viewers to follow Dale podcast because he's always bring issues in the community, which are very good.
thank you.
Yeah, my name is Richard Onayan Chan Appeal. I'm currently a founder and a director of Gulu School of Public Speaking and Languages. We are trying to support people in public presence, communication mastery, and also public speaking. You know, it's not easy
Yeah.
to speak or to stand in a bigger crowd to articulate your thoughts with clarity. It's not easy. That's why we are brought in Gulu School of Public Speaking and Languages to support people.
Mm,
Yeah, not last month, I was able to publicize my book that has taken me almost 2 years
mm,
to come out with this book. I was trying to dive deeper into analyzing uh, the colonial perspective, the colonial invasion in northern Uganda, particularly actually how the colonialists distracted the chiefdom, the governance structures of Acholi, the British displacement of Acholi people. That's why I really brought up this issue in the book. And also what the British did to Acholi,
mm,
I put it as a situation where we still face poverty up to now. Because in the book, we looked into when we were told not to grow certain crops like coffee. And later of now, people are growing coffee.
you're growing coffee.
And
Yeah.
that's what the British colonialists told us. We were only supposed to work as forced laborers into the colonial farm in central Uganda.
Mm,
And yet people in central Uganda were told to grow coffee. Certain crops they told us they cannot grow
they
here.
cannot grow. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were only supposed to serve in the military because we are giant and tall.
And strong.
Yeah. And our able men who should have built actually society, they were in the military serving uh, uh, actually doing military service, not building home. And that's why, coupled with the war that took place, also I put in the book, we have been in the war for more than 25 years to
Mm,
27. And you know, it's how hard for a society that has been in a war for all this while to thrive economically. It takes a lot of years.
yeah.
And yeah, I also put how the government decided to bring in so many activities or the project initiatives, but things are not changing. The statistics come in out that actually is still the most impoverished society. Why? Because we are not addressing the real root cause. The mindset issues has not been addressed. Even if you give a lot of money, if people are still traumatized, the issues of reparation, compensation, healing, truth telling has not yet been done. People mind will still be having that trauma. Even if you give money, if you give a lot of projects, those issues need to be addressed. And that's why I wrote the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the book talks about a lot of things when
Mm.
you see about the trauma and
Yeah. Yeah.
what's really happening in northern Uganda. Yeah, does the
Mm.
book also touch the insurgency that has really happened
Yeah,
here?
yeah, yeah, yeah. The the more issues now, it is the insurgency that has been uh, happening in actually sub-region. How it come, what was transpired. All of them are in the book.
Yeah,
I don't want to read through everything in
yeah.
the book. You need to get a copy for yourself
And how much is a copy?
and read. A copy of a book goes for only 30,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Uh,
can reach out to me or you can get me at Elefante. Yeah, I'm always there. You get a copy of this book
and
from
if
me.
if you are to see,
Mm.
you talked about the trauma and then the effect of war. It has really affected, more especially the
Mm.
people that, let me say, the post-war
Yeah,
affected a lot of people that are born, that were produced after the war,
exactly.
more especially in terms of education.
Yeah,
So, could it be? I've heard you talking about a institution
yeah, yeah.
that you have started
Yeah,
with your
okay.
team.
Yeah. I've I'm also not only writing books. We also brought in opportunity for people. You know, if you have issues, actually as a tribe currently, we are having the the crisis in cultural identity. People that don't want to identify themselves. You get because you go, they start calling. Oh, look at this. These are Kony. You go to Central Uganda. These are Kony. They call you like that, and that has been a cultural identity. You get the point. Now, if you have a cultural identity and the memory loss, you get. You know when you have trauma, you have been in the war, you have memory issues. Even standing in front of people to express yourself with clarity, with confidence, is not easy. That's why I thought it wise that from us being survivors of war, victims of war, and right now we are in a thriving stage as a Chole, we also need to bring out the good things from us. We want to see people stand and tell their story. And how do you tell your story? You need to learn how to have communication effectively. You need to learn how you can speak with emotional intelligence. How you handle yourself emotionally also matters a lot. And that's why we decided to start up an uh, initiative called Gulu School of Public Speaking and Languages, where we are raising more confident speakers.
Mm.
I'm happy that we have graduated so far 300 plus people who are in public speaking
And
and
how
languages.
many how many years or months does it
No,
take for you to
this is
graduate?
just a professional, practical courses. These courses of public speaking, they don't teach you at the university. They don't even teach you at a secondary school. But we decided to learn how we can support people in communication mastery, how to support people in public presence, how we can help people to gain themselves into personal branding. And that's why the course take only 3 months.
3 months.
3 months, we are able to, we believe by that 3 months, you have really gained enough experience for you to stand. And those who have issues with glossophobia is a fear standing in front of people to speak or in a crowd. We are trying to address that issues. And I'm happy that people who are passed through our institution, they are doing well. Even we are not only doing, we are also helping people in interview skills, preparing you for an interview. If you have an interview tomorrow, how do you go and stand? How do you go and speak in an interview room? We have seen people who have academic papers. They have got first class in the university. They were the best performing student in high school, but they cannot stand in front of people to express themselves with clarity, with confidence. You get, and yet employers currently they are not only interested at the academic papers you're having. They're also interested at can you be able to stand in front of people, articulate your thoughts with clarity, with confidence. That's the missing link, and that's the gap Gulu School of Public Speaking is trying
Yeah.
to address.
Yeah, and the activity that you guys are offering, is it attached with monetary
Yeah, yeah, of course,
items,
of course. We just want people to pay. People pay some
some fee?
small facilitation to help us also run because where we are having facility, people need to use that facility, and that's why we are putting in a price for all the 500,000 for that 3 months. We also be able to give you certificate. Yeah, this certificate had onto your CV, and
Hmm.
that's what we are doing, my brother. And I believe also people like you were in media.
Yeah,
We are also doing a media skill broadcast. If you are hosting me, how do you
present
interview me?
present myself.
How do you organize yourself to ask questions? because very soon their podcast will be hosting someone like Norbert Mao.
Exactly.
You get, how do you stand? How do you sit with Norbert Mao and ask him? These are the things people who are doing content creation should also be able to join us. You get to learn broadcast skills, interview skills. It will help us to grow. We are all doing this to support people in our community, also to create an impact, to raise a generation of confident leaders, people who, companies, owners who can really manage and present their ideas. Even entrepreneurs, you are selling a product. For example, if you are selling a bag, you want people to buy. You are on TikTok talking. How do you present your product?
Mm-hmm.
Do you shout? Do you abuse people? Nobody is going to buy you. These are the things we are trying to address.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those cases. Yeah, for those one who are watching us outside there, I think northern Uganda as a region, we are lagging behind. Please let's admit ourselves in learning and knowing more. When it comes to advancement in knowledge and exposure,
Yeah.
let's be committed there. So actually, thank you so much for all what you guys are doing in your organization.
Thank you. Thank
I think it's a it's a promising entity.
Yeah.
So before we have come to the conclusion of our conversation, please, you're most welcome. You can talk to the people that wants
Yeah,
to listen to you.
thank you so much, dear viewers. We want to invite you to join us at Gulu School of Public Speaking and Languages. We are inviting third cohorts that we are starting classes next Saturday. Feel free, join us, be part of this training. This is a professional, practical training. Whether you're a doctor, whether you're lawyers, whether you're a business person, whether you're a CEO, organization managers, feel free to come to us. Whether you have a company, you want us to come and train your people in your company, your staff, feel free to reach out to us. Even people who are doing sales and marketing, feel free to come and join us because that's where public speaking lies.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Of course.